Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video we're going to go over how I personally will set up a coyote stand. This is going to be from judging wind direction, where to set up calls, and where to set yourself up as well, and kind of how to do all that. I'm not ever going to claim to be a professional by any means. I'm learning new things every single day, picking up new tips, new tricks every single day. But this is something that I've started doing more consistently, and it has helped me capitalize on a lot of coyotes this year so far, and as well as a couple bobcats. So I feel that me extending this to you might take out some of the heartache. So without further ado, let's get into it. So to start off, we're going to look at one of the properties that I call rather frequently. And we're just going to take a peek at how I set up on it and ways I've set up on it in the past compared to now, how I set up on it. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so if you look here, what you're going to see is 4 white dots. Those are spots that I've already tried calling on this property, and it did not produce the results that I want at all. Generally, when I was calling those spots, the wind was almost too perfect for them, either a direct south or a direct north wind. If you look closer to the bottom of the picture, you'll see a green dot and a yellow dot. The green dot's me, and the yellow dot is my call. Where I'm sitting, I had found a tree that had enough of an overhang to provide me a little bit of shade. So if you can find shade, that's definitely going to benefit you. It's going to let you kind of get away with a little bit more. Generally don't have to worry about being skyline near as much if you are in the shade. That yellow dot being my call, it is set up about 40-50 yards away from me in the crosswind. Okay, and then if we look here at the 2 purple circles, this is where I believe the coyotes to be denning and bedding down for the day. So as you can see, I kind of stuck myself right in their backyard. Against the crosswind, actually. There was no direct north wind, and not that those other 2 spots to the left there wouldn't accomplish what I got accomplished here, but I feel those probably weren't as good of a vantage point because I was kind of down in the valley at the bottom of a hill where the coyotes could come in from above and kind of look down and see what was going on, as opposed to where the green dot is where I was set up. You know, those coyotes had to come uphill and get to the plateau of the hill to kind of check things out and scope things out, see what was going on. So higher vantage points in the shade with a crosswind. So now looking at this image, we see 2 blue arrows. That's actually indicating the wind for the day. It was a bit of a southwest wind, almost more west than it was south. So I knew with that, it would be taking my scent down across that pond, maybe even to the backside of it a little bit. But I've been hunting these crosswinds here for the last 4 weeks. I just started doing it a lot more consistently, and it has, I believe, definitely improved my coyote calling game. And now looking at this picture, we have what ended up happening in the end. A coyote did end up popping out of those trees, just like I thought she would. She ended up getting downwind of my call, and her nose went instantly up into the air. She started licking her nose a lot, looking around, trying to find something. If you own dogs, you know that, when they're really trying to smell something, they'll lick their nose. Deer do the same things. When their nose is wet, they're able to smell better. So you're going to want to keep an eye on that, because she was, a few short paces from actually getting downwind of me, when I think what happened is she actually got downwind of what I call the scent trail. The scent trail is basically what's left behind by your boots and your clothes from walking in and out. So keep an eye on that, guys. If they get too downwind of you directly, they're going to bust out of there before you really have an opportunity. And so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. These coyotes have been being called in the middle of the day. It's worked out really well pretty much the entire month of February. I'll start off with prey distress, generally a rabbit sound of some kind. I like baby rabbit sounds the most. I don't play them too loud. I start off at maybe a quarter power, and usually within minutes I have coyotes coming in. If that doesn't work, then I move on to some kind of coyote fight or coyote howls. And if that don't work, I'll move on to a pup distress. But generally, if you're calling in the middle of the day, it seems like they're going to come in generally quick within prey distress. I try not to use the same sounds over and over again between stands. I switch from jackrabbit to cottontail to birds to baby rabbits, primarily baby rabbits, what I usually start off with, and move up from there and get progressively more loud and more aggressive, just to maybe grab a coyote that's way out there that maybe wasn't close enough to hear the call in the first place. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Any little bit we really appreciate. I really appreciate. Let me know how it goes. Whack 'em and stack 'em, guys.